Okay, everybody. So welcome back. This is Ian. It's the third of December, 2023, and another question that's come in our author marketing community is with respect to selling digital downloads, ebooks, audiobooks, anything that you can imagine that's associated with your book brand, your publishing company, your coaching, whatever it may be that you want to sell. What is the best way to sell it, or what's the best tool or set of tools for selling digital downloads for e-commerce entrepreneurs? All right, so here is yet another one that most folks aren't aware that you can use to sell digital downloads. Most folks are using Podia and Gumroad and Teachable or WooCommerce or Shopify or anything that is analogous to any of those, like Buy Me a Coffee, Lemon Squeezy. They are all of a piece of a similar sort of product. This is quite different. WeTransfer is actually best known for sending large files beautifully. If you want to send like huge files to your clients, to your friends, to your mom, to your neighbor, mostly you can't do that with Gmail or those sorts of email services, or even really it's a pain in the ass to do that with kind of like Google Drive or whatever. So WeTransfer is really beautiful, and it's like best known for sending these sorts of files amongst either professional or personal contacts in a really elegant and aesthetically enhanced way. But they now have this beta app for selling, taking payments for those same files and getting paid through Stripe. I think it's called like selling. I forget the app is called. It's in beta, so it's not publicly available to everybody. I got an invite to get early access, and I took them up on it. So it is ideal for authors, artists, and entrepreneurs selling things like books, audiobooks, art, posters, planners, videos, courses, private communities, anything that you could sell on something like Gumroad. You can also obviously sell on WeTransfer, just with the it's just more beautiful. It's more aesthetically, in my view, enhanced because of the sort of world class user experience that WeTransfer builds into their experience. All right, so it works like this. I'm going to show you an example in a second. You upload files to WeTransfer. If you've used this in the past to send files, you know the process quite well already. Then you're going to set a custom a background image for your product, which really makes it quite unique and fun, and it gives you a lot of design flexibility. I'm not sure if you have to be a pro member to do that. I am a pro member, so I don't know if that actually may require you to upgrade to be a pro member of WeTransfer, which I recommend anyway. I am, but you may not be able to set a custom background image otherwise unless you're not. Set a price, create a preview image. This is another really cool thing that WeTransfer does by dint of their, pre-existing like world-class transfer solution. So you can actually, it'll grab a preview of the files that are in your transfer, and it'll preview those for folks who are now getting like a sneak peek at what's inside the package, which is really great for conversions and for building trust and rapport and relationships with your readers. Right, then you're going to get a link. They have a little button there that says get link. It then generates a link for you that you can then share, like you would share a Gumroad link or a Podia link or a any sort of storefront link. Then you're just going to share the links. People who are either stopping on that page because you sent a link to a product or a service or whatever are going to download and buy your, or actually in reverse order, they're going to buy and then download the files that are in that package, and you get paid via Stripe. All right. The other kind of cons of this process are it's still in beta. It has not provided a con from the standpoint of it works fantastic. It looks great. Everything that you can imagine wanting to do with what's available can be done, but it's going to get better. I mean, they are a big company, probably a billion-dollar company rather than a smaller. I mean, I have no idea, but they're certainly not like, like a Gumroad or like a smaller sort of service like that. They run a bunch of apps that are very popular, Paste and Collect and Paper, I think, all these sorts of really popular Apple apps. And they're just a real legitimate business. So it's just going to keep getting better. And the other, sort of things to keep in mind, you may not get access to it yet. I got an early invite to try it early, and I took them up on it. And even then, I had some problems accessing my, kind of beta access. Like I had to actually reach out to them. And then in the meantime, I figured it out on my own. But then they sent me a response saying something along the lines of, this is not quite ready for everybody yet. So if you're having a hard time accessing the beta, just be patient and you'll get another invite later. Well, guess what? I ended up figuring it out, so I have access regardless. It's free to use, but you will pay Stripe fees. I think it's 5% for Stripe, which is less than Gumroad, about the same as some other similar analogs. I'm going to show you an example of what I'm doing with this for our community for mental health and artists, authors, and entrepreneurs who are, writing and teaching and publishing in the mental health business. And it's an art collection that I'm sending out to our clients, or to our subscribers. Actually, many of these things are free, but some are, have a paid Stripe link. And hopefully this will show you really quickly what that looks like. So here's 25 days of free gifts. Days 1 and 2 were 12.2 and 12.3, and they're bundled right here. 2 files. You can download them here, and this is what the background image I set looks like. This is the transfers here. You can see this is what it looks like on this side. You can see I have a terabyte of storage, which is phenomenal. And this is what the branding looks like, which I really think is cool. Let me see if I can pull this up really quick. I kind of forget some of the different tabs, what they do. Let me see something really quickly. Oh, here's a Be Kind to Your Mind poster for $2.99. And you can see the background image here is set to the poster itself. Let me see if I can just show you what the customization options are, which are really cool. So anyway, I'll make this short. I'll cover that in another video actually. But this is like a custom background that I set for our our Mindful Marketplace account with them. So this can rotate. Like I can have a bunch of different images here, which we will, and then each individual product can have its own background and its own kind of customized aesthetic. So everything that you're sending out into the world can be customized with a video background, with all sorts of rotating images. And the other thing I really like about this is all the backgrounds are linkable, so they all link to our tiny book about .com blog, right? So people who click on the background are going to end up on our site, which I could change to a store, a product, a service, a invitation to work with me, etc. All just very cool, very elegant, and I'm really loving it thus far. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. If you have any questions, as always, I appreciate you watching. I am now officially going to watch the Philadelphia Eagles game, which started about 10 minutes ago, and I'm probably getting cursed out downstairs at this very moment. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to everyone soon.